welcome to the rehearsal for Jim and Toula's wedding ceremony. Thank you, Jim and Toula, for arranging Nikos, Olivia, Nikki and John to be here today. I'm sure they're all busy with last minute preparations. Today we'll walk through the ceremony so everybody understands where they need to stand, when they need to move and when they need to say something. The purpose of the rehearsal is to make sure you all know what's happening and you feel comfortable doing it. It also gives you an opportunity to ask me any questions. So Jim, you'll stand here in front of me and Toula will walk down the aisle past the guests. Okay? Don't look at her, I'll tell you when you can turn around and look. Toula, you'll stand there facing slightly towards me. And the guests have Jim as the main focus until you get there. And Nikki, you'll stand beside Jim or Toula, whichever is most comfortable for you, but you can't move during the ceremony, so once you land, you land. Nikki will be busy interpreting. She's also his bridesmaid, so she won't be able to hold your flowers, so what I get you to do is give them to her, and if you just pop them on the table, because she'll have to interpret. Arriving front will be very ordered. I'll be standing here with Jim, and John will be standing next to Jim, who's his best man. Both of you facing me. When the music starts, we'll go through all of that. Once Toula and Nikos, your dad, reach the front and take their places, I'll ask for the guests to sit down. The signing table will be over here, which we'll go to when I'll tell you about the signing. And then the ceremony will proceed as follows. I'll welcome everybody. We'll acknowledge Nikki as the interpreter. Nikos will be asked who accompanies Toula, and when he's responded, he'll take his seat. I'll do an introduction, tell a story. Olivia will then do a reading for you, and this will be followed by the very important legal part of the ceremony, which is the monitum, the legal part that I have to say, and your legal vows. I'll speak about those again in a minute. Your personal vows, a ring exchange, and I'll then pronounce you as married, which would be lovely, and then you can have a kiss. The four of us then move on to the signing table to sign the documents, and even though you're the interpreter, you're also the witness, so you'll be doing both roles. I'll then pronounce you as Mr. and Mrs., and we'll head back to where we're standing. Now, the monitum is a legal statement that every authorised marriage celebrant must say during the ceremony. It reminds everyone present of the serious and lifelong commitment that you are entering into, and includes the legal definition of marriage under Australian law. During the ceremony, I'll read the monitum in English, and Nikki will then interpret it into Greek, and the legal vows, and that's the end of that sentence. And the legal vows will then follow from that, and the same thing will happen. Their legal vows are required by Australian law and must be spoken exactly as I say them. So Jim, I'll state your legal vows first. You'll then repeat them exactly as I say them, and Nikki, you'll translate Jim's vows into Greek so Toula can hear it. Toula, I'll then state your legal vows. Nikki will translate them into Greek. You will say them back to Jim in Greek, and Nikki will translate them back in English. And it's very important that the words are spoken exactly as I say them, for those two bits in particular. We'll practice speaking them slowly and clearly today. After you kiss, we'll move to the signing table. Jim and Toula, you'll be seated. Nikki and John will be behind you, and we'll go through how we sign the paperwork. So there's 3 documents to sign. Toula will get you to sign first, all 3. Jim will sign all 3, then the witnesses will sign. During that time, guests will remain seated. There'll be music. They'll just wait for us to finish. As Nikki and John are witnesses as well as part of the bridal party, we'll all return to the same place where we're standing now. John and Nikki can lead the way. Nikki, take Toula's bouquet off the signing table and hand it to her when she's back in place with Jim. Jim, you stand, assist Toula by putting a chair out, and then you walk back to the positions where you are. You'll be gentle. And then we'll conclude the ceremony. Following the presentation of Mr. and Mrs., Jim and Toula lead the way down the aisle. You may like to pause halfway down for a photo-worthy second kiss. John and Nikki, you can wave with me until Jim and Toula are almost at the end of the aisle, and I'll let you know when you can go, and then I'll walk down and help the VIPs to move on as well. And that's it. We'll all be married. So, how do you feel? Any questions? No? All good. I do need to get you to sign the Donnelly, so just bear with me while I get that for you to sign.
Right, we'll stop that one. Hopefully, I don't need to get you to do that. You said we've done it, so it's